Hello, I'm Adine Martins de Lima, and today I'm going to talk about the Sustainable Design Assessment of Building G27 and G42 at Griffith University. G27, it is an older 3 stories building, and it has 0 stars neighbor energy rating, while G42, it is a newer 7 stories building, and it has 5.5 stars. The graph 1 and 2 shows the annual energy consumption of G27 and G42. It is really clear that G27 energy consumption has a peak in summer and then it falls dramatically in winter. On the other hand, G42 energy consumption, it is way lower than G27, even though G42 it is more than double of the size of G27. If you look at the graph 2, the energy consumption of G42 was relatively steady for the whole year comparing to G27. G27 main facade, it is facing north as per image 1, and G42 longest facade, it is facing northeast as image 2. The north facade of both buildings have horizontal shading protection for the midday summer sun. Both buildings have no many windows facing west, and G42 has a screen to protect for the afternoon sun, which it is showing on image 3. The image 4 shows that building G27 has no vertical sun protection from the western sun, but it is shaded by deciduous trees and also the building next to it. In regard the eastern part of G42, the image 5 shows that the northeast curtain walls and southwest windows as well. All the windows of G42 are fixed. So there are some windows that have no sun protections, but they are shaded by the building next door. The image 6 and 7 show that the east and south part of G27 respectively, the windows are protected by vertical shading and eaves. In order to protect the southwestern sun from summer sun, G42 has some vertical sun panels showing on image 8. In relation to indoor environmental quality of G27, this building has sliding windows, and when they are open, it allows occupants to have some cross-flow ventilation, but it only works if the internal doors are open as well. The air quality of G27, it is very low, and the reason for that, it is the mold. So due to that, we revert back to the high energy consumption of the building, because they need the air conditioning running 24/7 to reduce the humidity of the building. G42 windows are not openable, so it restricts the airflow to bare minimum. In regard to the noise, even though G42 it is closer to the road and the tram stop, the windows have high soundproofing properties and it doesn't get too affected. Looking at walkability, both buildings have easy access to the tram station and building surrounds as well. There are trees that provide shade if you walk through the back of those buildings. Finally, analyzing Griffith's sustainable plan. Griffith is committed to apply appropriate technology to reduce energy consumption of the building. As air conditioning is normally the biggest energy consuming device, motion sensor for air conditioning and light as well is definitely a suggestion for both buildings to reduce energy waste, and it would just work if there are people inside the room, pretty much. So Griffith is also committed to identify energy efficiency opportunities. Implementing solar panel to generate electricity would reduce the carbon footprint, and also it would improve the neighbor's energy rating of G27, which is 0 at the moment. Even though G42 is 5.5 stars energy rating building, the disabled car park of G42 it is quite far from the building, which raised the awareness of not only environmental sustainability, but also social sustainability with universal design. So to solve this issue, Griffith can easily add more car park where there is already an existing car park next to G42.